Welcome to Jagran Public School, Noida. Good morning, children. How are you all? Hope you all are fine and safe at home. So, children, in this session, we are going to learn about EVS of class UKG. So, let's start. First, let's see the topics which we are going to learn in this session of EVS. Me and my connections. Our first topic is me and my connections. Under that, we are going to learn means of communications and slow and fast means of communication. And we will do few worksheets related to means of communication. So children, these are the topics which we are going to learn in today's session. So let's start. So children, what is means of communication? Communication is sending and receiving information between people. So children, there are various means of communication which we are going to learn in this video. Children, are you ready to learn various means of communication? Okay. Our first means of communication is letter. We write letters to our relatives and friends who are staying far away from us. We receive their replies also by post. Second means of communication is computer. Computer have many parts and computer is very useful. It is used to write letters, send emails, to draw, to play video games and to color. So, computer is also a means of communication. Next means of communication is telephone. We use telephone to talk to a person who is far away from us. This is a television. We can watch news and views from all the world on television. So television is also a means of communication. Next is radio. The radio broadcasts the latest local, national and international news. So, radio is a means of communication. This is mobile phone. You can also talk to the people on mobile phone by moving here and there. This helps us to pass on and receive urgent messages. So, mobile phone and telephone are means of communication. Children, this is laptop. Laptop functions same as computer, like to send emails, play games, etc. But computer have so many parts. Laptop is handy and compact. You can carry your laptop while traveling and do work simultaneously. So children, laptop is also a means of communication. So children, have you seen your father reading a newspaper? Yes, a newspaper tells us what all is happening at different places. So children, these were the means of communication which helps us a lot. First, let's see slow means of communication, newspaper and letter. Fast means of communication, television, telephone, laptop, mobile phone, radio and computer. So children, now let's see the question corner. You have to answer these questions. Question number 1. Who brings letters for us? So children, who brings letters for us? Postman brings letters for us. Question number 2. What is the color of the letter box? So children, you have to tell me what is the color of the letter box. Question number 3. Have you listened to a radio? क्या आपने रेडियो सुना है? Question number 4. Name different types of means of communication. Now let's do some practice worksheets. This is your worksheet number 1 of means of communication. Select the means of communication in each line. So 3 lines are given to you. In each line you have to select the means of communication. So in first line, telephone is the means of communication. In second line, letter is the means of communication. And in third line, computer and newspaper are the means of communication. So children, like this you have to complete worksheet number 1. After selecting the means of communication in each line, you have to color the picture. Children, this is your worksheet number 2. In this worksheet, you have to write your telephone number on the telephone and you have to color it. So like this, you have to write your telephone number or mobile number and then you have to color this telephone. Worksheet number 3. Worksheet number 3 says, put a cross under the object not used for communication. Put a tick mark under the object used for communication. So we use telephone for communication, so we will put a tick. And vase, we don't use vase for communication, so we will put a cross. In the next picture, you can see a top. Top is not used for communication, so we will put a cross. And next is letter, so we will put a tick. In third picture you can see water bottle and mobile phone. So mobile phone or telephone is used for communication, so we will put a tick, and under water bottle we will put a cross. In the next set you can see newspapers and bag. So newspaper is used for communication, so we will put a tick, and bag is not used for communication, so we will put a cross. In the next set we can see computer and chair. Computer is a means of communication, so we will put a tick, and chair is not used as means of communication, so we will put a cross. And in the last set of picture you can see hat and radio. So hat is not used as a means of communication, so we will put a cross, and radio is used for means of communication, so we will put a tick. So like this, students, you have to complete worksheet number 3. Okay, so students, in this session of EVS you have learned about means of communication under the topic Me and My Connections. So children, you have to learn the names of various means of communication and you have to practice these worksheets which have been given to you in the form of PDF. That's all for today. Keep practicing. Stay safe and healthy. Thank you.